with me, the great Blaine Cotter. You might have seen him on Tri-Cal TV's Wildflower videos. He and his cousin raced Wildflower. Now you and your cousin got inspired Wildflower, and you've done a half marathon and a marathon, and now you've got all your buddies here for the San Francisco Triathlon on Treasure Island. You were the organizer of all this. What's going on?
You know, it was great. Tri-Cal, said, hey, let's have more of you guys out, and it was amazing to ask, different contestants, never done this before. I think out of the 15 I asked, I think 12, 11 are here. I mean, that's pretty incredible. So.
Talk about how triathletes have just accepted you and embraced you and taken you on.
It has been very refreshing to be in the triathlon world, to see how accepting everybody is. The pros coming up and saying, hey, thanks for being here. It's awesome that you're here. Congratulations on what you've done. It's a little bit different than some other sports. Definitely pro athletes. It's kind of a family, and it makes can be very intimidating sport less intimidating. It's very welcoming and a lot more comfortable than I thought it was, and I think everybody feels that way.
Tomorrow, San Francisco Triathlon on Treasure Island, little flatter multi-loop course. How are you going to do?
I'm excited to. I think before it was always just surviving. Definitely Wildflower. It was a feat in itself just to survive, and so this one, I'm excited to kind of maybe do a little more racing. I'm not going to be super fast or anything like that, but it's going to be more of a race. I'm excited.
So you brought about a dozen of your co-contestants from the many seasons of NBC's Biggest Losers. Have they been calling you? I know they've been calling Coach Reed Swanson. What's been going on with the helping the others?
Little advice that I can give, I've given them, and I mean, that's, my best advice is call Reed. I mean, that's some dang good advice, and I think that they're ready, and it's not as difficult or as hard as I think most people maybe think it is that haven't been out and haven't done it and tried it before. Something that you're training for, and that's going to be much more motivating than, I just got to lose 10 pounds. That's boring. What's fun is actually having a goal that you're going to try to accomplish.
Now, your cousin Dane is an old water polo swimmer. Or was that you?
I'm the old water polo swimmer. Okay. But, go back in time. He beat me out of the swim in Wildflower.
Which shocked you?
I was surprised, and, but I hope it doesn't happen again. Listen.
Yeah, we got any wagers on that tomorrow?
No, just some ego. I think a little, but you know what, Dane, great. It's amazing how quickly. I mean, he's really an example of going from like doggy paddling his first triathlon, the entire thing, to to beating me out of the swim, which is not any feat. I'm not very fast, but it's amazing how much he's improved, and he still has. I mean, he's really improved. It's going to be tough to beat him.
Talk about your cousin as a support system and how important that is for someone that might be watching Tri-Cal TV, wondering if they can also shed a few pounds.
I mean, and that's definitely so important. We train every day together, really. And there's times that I would not make it to the gym or not make it on a ride if he bailed or if I bailed, and so there's some accountability there. That's really important. That's why I think clubs are important. Having association, having partners like that, because that's a part of the accountability factor that's very important in training, exercising, losing weight, whatever it is.
Miserable days nowadays, not as miserable as they used to be?
It's a lot easier to train, to go on those long rides when you're eating enough calories for them. During those times of training, it was right before our finale. You're trying to lose as much weight as you can, but so it's been nice to hit the weights a little bit more, hit the nutrition, a few more calories in a day. It's fun.
So you think you'll stick around the triathlon world for a while?
It ain't getting rid of me.
We want you.
Hey, I love it. It's the reason that I, we all hope that we never go back to the way we were, but we have those tendencies. That's the type of people we were, and to truly change, I'd be really worried about it. Except that I have triathlon now. I'm not going to go back because I love doing this too much. So, there's days it's hard to, to count those calories and to diet and worry about the weight. But it's a lot easier when you have a reason to go to the gym every day and to still work out. And you know what? If I eat a bad meal every once in a while, it's not going to kill me because I'm going to the gym because I enjoy doing it.
All right, there you have them. So worthy of emulation. Is there a way that they could, someone could get in touch with you direct if they want to? It's like they watch the video and they're like, "Oh, that guy's not real. I want to talk to him. I want to touch base." Is there a website or something?
You know what? We are working on a website right now. It'll actually be up probably next week. It's findyourgameday.com. And that's kind of what we're all about, is finding that, and it's a site just to help people to find a triathlon in their area, to find a club or things like that. So definitely that's a good way. My email's will be on there. It's on there. Take a look at it, and it's a work in progress, but we just want to help people get into it. Just like I brought out all these people because I love the sport so much. I want other. I want big people. I want small. Whatever. People can do it. It can be an intimidating sport, but it doesn't need to be. The people are great. You just got to get out there and do it, and you'll be hooked too.
That finish line, isn't it great? And isn't it? Don't you want everyone to feel that energy coming through that finish chute?
Yeah. And one of my favorite quotes is, from Lance Armstrong is, I think about all the time is, pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. And that's what that finish line means to me is that I didn't quit, because that's probably one of the biggest things in my life is I've quit. I've been a quitter, and doing Wildflower especially, I did not quit that, and that's something that meant a lot to me, and so that and you can kind of likewise, winning and finishing is forever as well. So
the health and the goals and setting the goals and having, there is a big connection between the mental and the physical, and from the neck up is so important. Decision making, etc., staying positive.
Mm-hmm. And that is why it helps to have a partner, to have accountability. I have accountability today, and I have accountability to my coworkers, my wife, my family, because I've told them this is what I'm going to do. I have accountability to my checkbook because you write the check for the race that's coming up. I don't want to waste that money, and that's very important, and sometimes that's what kind of connects the body and the mind and then you have to work on it. It is a lot of mental. That's what I like about the sport. We were talking about, oh, you can't have iPods, and they're like, well, man, that really motivates me. And it's like, you know what? But there's a special something when you're on a run by yourself and you don't have an iPod, because very rarely do I run without one, it seems like. But on a race, when you have that special moment, that's kind of your body connecting with your mind, and it makes you stronger. Every time that you say yes, you go forward, you hit that finish line, it becomes easier the next time, and that's really important.
Yeah, without that iPod, it gives the committee a little time to talk.
You know what? Yeah, my body screams a lot louder when there's not, it's, come on, it's okay, you can walk this, this part, and that's tough. So we'll see. One of my things is for this race, me being accountable, like I want to run the entire leg of the run, and that's my goal. Whatever time I finish, whatever happens, I hope that's something I can accomplish. And if I don't, that's the goal for the next time. But I'm going to do it.
Great. Blaine Cotter, we wish you the best. Thanks so much for bringing a dozen of your friends to our San Francisco Triathlon at Treasure Island.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having us, and we're glad to be here.
We wish you the best out there on course tomorrow.